Hi guys. Welcome back to blackbronx.com. In my channel I will share a lot of motion graphic tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you guys on how to use Puppet tool in After Effects. Let's get started. First of all we need to create new project by hit Ctrl+N for shortcut. Here I just rename my new comp as main comp. I set my resolution size 1080 and 1350. This size is friendly use for Facebook or Instagram usage. Then I use 60 frame per second and duration I set to 3 seconds. We ready to go. Next I'm going to use nice photo that captured by Emmanuel. I directly drop this photo to my timeline right below. Now you can see my current photo is bigger than our current comp resolution. Here I hit S to scale this image. I scale down this image fit to my composition. Now it's look better. What I'm supposed to do right now is, I need to separate the guy in this photo from the background. First we need to select our layer, and the go to pen tool or hit G for shortcut, then we start to mask out the guy from the background. I'm not taking a lot of time to do this absolutely perfectly. But more precise you can be with your mask, the better result it's going to look. So we going fast forward through this part, because this is time consuming. So I'm just fast forward the process of masking out the guy from the background. Here the result after we mask out our subject from the background. You will notice my masking not really clean. But don't worry, later we going to fix it. Here we need to separate our guy from the background. First, I need to duplicate our layer by hit Ctrl+D. Then, I'm select this layer and rename it as background by hit enter. And I select this layer and rename our guy as jumper. First I need to clean up our masking. But before that I need to hide our background layer first. Then I go to jumper layer and hit M double time to reveal our masking setting. I set my mask expansion to -10. Probably -5. And then I set my mask feather to 15. Here you can see our masking much more better than before. Next we can start to clean up our background. But first I need to hide our jumper layer and open our background layer. Select the background layer, and then hit M double time to reveal the mask setting. Here we need to change our masking mode from add to subtract. Here you can see our masking is inverted. Now we ready to clean up our background by using Content Aware. First, we going to mask setting. And then we go to mask expansion and change it to 10. Basically what it going to do is, we offset little bit our mask path. So when do Content Aware it will be nice and clean. Let's start using Content Aware to clean up our background. First, we need to select our background layer. And then, go to Window menu and select Content Aware. For Content Aware setting, I set Fill Method to Surface. And Range Work I set to Work Area. We ready to go. But before that, I need to set our duration for 1 frame only for this Content Aware setting. So I'm going to the first frame and hit End. Perfect. Now we click Generate Fill Layer. What happened is it's going to generate background based on Content Aware properties of this background. Actually it's looks surprisingly good. You will notice that our fill layer's duration is not match with our timeline because we set the duration just 1 frame only for Content Aware. Now we need to restore back our fill layer duration match with our current timeline. What we need to do is, first we need to select our fill layer. Next I'm just right-click on this layer, go to time, and select freeze time. Here I just extend the duration until the end of this composition. Then I go to then end of duration and I hit N. So right now we get full duration for our fill layer and match with our comp duration. Next, we need to unmute our jumper layer. Here I just put my jumper layer on the top from other layers. Basically we made it to separate the guy from the background. So I can move this guys freely in the space. Next, I'm going to select fill layer and background layer. And pre-comp it by hit Ctrl+C. I'm going to rename it as background. I choose setting move all my attributes into the new composition. Then I hit OK. Perfect. You can see it's pretty easy to do. The most time-consuming part for whole process is masking our elements out of photo. But once you done that, other will be piece of cake. Super easy. The only thing we left to do, is to apply Puppet tool toward our jumper. I select layer which I want to work to, then I go to Tools menu and select Puppet tool or Ctrl+P for shortcut. Next, I'm going to set point on our jumper body that we want it able to move. The main trick for using Puppet tool, is to set point on the mesh which you actually have joint on your body. Here I'm already set my Puppet point on joint location as function for pivot point. Next, I'm select jumper layer and hit U. To reveal all keyframes. You can see here our Puppet point layer which is ready to animate. Right now you need to decide suitable pose of our character for first frame and the last frame. Right now, what we going to do is start animate our jumper. First I go to my first frame, and start to pose our jumper. I'm just moving our Puppet point to pose my jumper. So we going fast forward through part this video right now, because this is time consuming. So I'm just fast forward the process me posing the character for first frame and last frame. Here you can see my animation result. Now I need add more animation for this jumper to make it more realistic by moving my jumper position little bit. What we going to do is I need to select my jumper's layer first. Then I need to keyframe my position by hit P for shortcut. I go to the first frame and set my keyframe for beginning position. Here I also positioning my jumper to the right little bit to make it like jump forward. Next I go to the end of my timeline, and I position back my jumper to the left little bit as to make it the jumper look like jump forward. Here the final result for this tutorial. Look it really cool. I'm happy with this and let's give a round of applause because follow along this tutorial till the end. Thank you so much for watching this video and happy 2020 everybody. If you guys not yet subscribe my channel, please to hit my subscribe button down below and hit notification bell to get new update for latest tutorial from me. I will see you next time.